So we're riding every single stage of the women's Tour de France a day before the pros to try to raise funds for Cure Leukaemia. It's mad to say, all in one. I'm trying not to think about it because it's like the size of what we're about to do. One pedal at a time is all I'm thinking about, but that's why we're here.
I always ride by myself at home, so it's really fun to ride with a group of women.
Today was awesome. 53 miles in France. I've never ridden my bike here, so that part was cool. I'm riding the same route as Tour de France Femmes. That was cool. And we're still raising money for Cure Leukaemia, which is really the coolest part of all of it. It's been great. It's been a great day.
Today we're riding for Jack. Jack sadly left us when he was just for his 16th birthday, and Angie's just going to say one or two words just so that we know what we're doing it for.
Yeah, so Jack is my friend's Nick's son, and he went through treatment. He received a stem cell transplant, but it didn't work, and there was nothing more that the doctors could do for him, and yeah, and when I received the message that he'd passed away, I think it's just something you'd never forget. Children shouldn't be passing away before you, and he's the only child's funeral I've been to, and it just feels so wrong. I really wanted today to be about bringing his character back to life, and he was such an incredible little boy.
All I gotta do is ride my bike. Sometimes I just think, oh my God, I'm in France riding my bike on the Tour de France route. Sometimes I think about my mom. She died 3 years ago. So it's like kind of the reason that I'm doing this. I have a little picture of her on my bike. So anytime I think, well, I can't get up that hill, I just look at her and go, yes, I can. That's what I think about. And then I start crying a little, and then I get over it, and then I keep going.
Two close friends' sons got diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia. I think it's between 85 and 100 children a year get diagnosed with it in the UK. That's really how I've ended up here today on the route. On day 2, I think it was, we cycled in memory of Jack, who passed away just before his 16th birthday after a battle with AML. And then it was in 2022, June, my friend's 8-year-old son, Ali, got diagnosed again, same cancer, AML. You want to help your friends, don't you, and tell them it's all going to be okay. But because I knew what happened to my colleague's son, I was just very scared for Susie and Ali, and we did all we could to help the family, but at the end of the day all Susie wanted was her son to be cured, and it wasn't within our power to do that. But we found out about Cure Leukaemia, and they've launched their new clinical trials network called Atticus to help other children, hopefully in the future, and to improve outcomes for children.
There's just something unique about this experience and it being all women. I think women brought together in a capacity that isn't competitive. We are all trying to bring out, whether or not we realize it, trying to bring out the best, not only in ourselves, but in each other. And I think that is an amazing gift to be able to give someone else.
I think a lot of us have been chatting as we've going along that we don't actually have many times where we ride with women of similar ability to us. 10 girls with a similar ability that you don't really come across that often.
the entire time I'm on the course, I'm thinking of the pros riding the next day, and just knowing that they're going to be taking all the same tight corners, seeing what we're seeing the support, the caravans, seeing people just like out screaming, waving in the street. The excitement in France is just always bubbling, and I think it's just such a magic thing that you just won't get with any other bike race.
100% this is the biggest challenge I've ever taken on. This is 9 days back to back. I think we had our easiest day yesterday, and that was still like 120k. It was still a long ride, and yeah, my legs are starting to feel it now.
We've got lots of women here who have never ridden this before, who have never ridden this many metres of elevation before, who have never ridden this many back-to-back days before. So lots of firsts. And we're properly into the unknown now. We're on stage 7, so that's 7 days in the saddle, which is a long time for anybody, even a seasoned rider. And we've got the 2 biggest days yet to come. So there's still a few nerves around, but everyone's still in really good spirits.
The thing that made me the most scared about taking this on was actually being able to complete it. I think the kind of person you have to be to do something like this is someone that I didn't identify with before, and I never thought I was that kind of person. I don't recognize myself a year later, just preparing for this now. She has no idea what was in store for her.
This is violent. Absolutely violent. Really tough.
The fatigue was definitely setting.
That's just really tough.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh. We can do hard things. Yeah. We can do hard things. One thing I love about cycling is that, and especially in this capacity, is that you can have people who are like ex-pros to someone who just picked up a bike a few years ago, and we all come together for this amazing cause of raising money for Cure Leukaemia and participating in an event such as the Women's Tour de France avec Zwift, where someone at home would be like, oh, I can never do that. But this experience allows everyone from, you know, me as an ex-pro and Molly as a competitive racer to Looms and Rory, who, you know, was pretty powerful last night when Rory was like, yeah, I didn't consider myself a cyclist, but now maybe I am. And it's like, yeah, you're a cyclist, own that. And this experience provides people that confidence and the competence to maybe redefine what they thought was possible.
All right.
I did it, Mom. Oh my God.
All right.
Yeah. We did it. I did it. We did it.
Yeah.
I did not believe it. I was ready to quit this morning. I'm glad I kept going.
I think I spend a lot of my life avoiding discomfort and avoiding any sort of inconvenience. So I was not aware of my ability to handle discomfort. And up until now, anytime things have gotten a bit tricky, I've just like, I'll bail, I'll make up for it on the trail, I'll do something else. But not being able to bail on this and dealing with the feelings of, you made this commitment, you've raised all this money, there are all these kids who are waiting for the opportunity to feel better, and all you have to do is get to the top. Like, yeah, I didn't know that I was able to withstand discomfort to that level.
Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Are you okay?
Oh my God, it was horrible.
Right, last stage, okay? And today, like every day, we're riding for a reason, okay? And that's the important thing when we're struggling. I know lots of people were struggling yesterday, and we had to dig deep and we had to think about what we were doing it for. And today, we're riding for Anna.
I had the privilege of meeting Anna a few weeks ago in Cambridge, and she had undergone her stem cell, she's got very, very rare form of leukemia, and she'd undergone her stem cell transplant. Yeah, she's a really special little girl, and she obviously, as you can probably tell, she made quite an impact on my heart. And then she's doing really well, but she's really, really sick. And when I saw her 3 weeks ago now, they were hoping that she'd get home the next day, and the only thing she wanted to do genuinely was she wanted to get on her bike and ride. And so that was the thing she was most looking forward to, and she was most looking forward to riding with her big brother. So just remember today that we are not just riding for a cure, but we're riding for the children to have the opportunity to do something stupid like this, and ride 1,100 kilometres with a group of strangers, make lifelong bonds. So yeah, just enjoy today, ladies, and ride for Anna. Yes,
very good.
From the start, after the first stage, I noticed or observed that each one of us is actually quite badass. Actually, that's what I said to my friends. I said, I mean, we are cycling these stages and they're long and they're tough, and we've trained hard for this. And I love how we all came from different walks of life, mixed backgrounds, and different reasons to take on this challenge. But it all comes from something that I've seen in every single individual shine through. It's the kindness in their heart. It really shines through. I'm really, in awe of my teammates.